This 2020 moose hunt began with myself and Albert loading up our gear and heading into the cabin the night before we had planned on started moose hunting. It takes a little bit of time to get there, and this way we could start early the next morning. And as an added bonus, we got to take in this absolutely amazing sunset.
Good morning.
Welcome to the halfway in. First frost of the year.
What a wonderful morning.
So as soon as we finished our coffee, we got going to get into where we had planned on moose hunting. And on the way, we spied a few woodland caribou, and we stopped for just a minute to take a look at them. There were no big stags in this group, but it was still nice to see them all the same. A lot of does means that the herd is doing well. So after a quick look here, we continued on because we actually had quite a bit of ground to cover, including most of it on foot to get into where we planned on looking for moose. And immediately when we got to our lookout, this is what we saw. A couple of cows in this video, and as well, way back in the distance there, you can't really see them in the video, but there were at least two separate groups of bulls fighting. It was quite a spectacular sound to hear and to witness all these moose in one location. It's something that I rarely see, and generally it's reserved for those fortunate enough to do a fly-in hunt. Even though we put the effort into this, it was pretty amazing. It all paid off. While we were watching those moose, this little guy here actually meandered in from our right-hand side. We saw him at about 400 yards, and he just kept coming. And when I realized he was going to probably pass in front of us, whether by luck or whether coming into our calls, I decided that I wasn't going to pass up the opportunity if he got close enough. Right here, Albert made a bull call. It was actually a little bit quicker than I anticipated he would. I wasn't ready to shoot, hence the reason he stood there for so long. But thankfully he didn't spook, and I was able to shoot the arrow the 44 yards. Perfect broadside shot. He ran about 40 yards, maybe 50 yards total.
Right in the shoulder. Yeah, it's dead. It's dead.
You can see there it's already going pretty slow. The total distance was not far at all. Right behind these alders here, this is where he dropped.
That was quick. That was fucking...
First moose in about 10 years with a bow. He's not a monster, but he's a trophy to me.
So while we were waiting for that moose to expire, we decided to do a few more calls. Just for whatever the reason, we decided to do it. And immediately this cow walked into the woods. It was a young animal, so it certainly wasn't real spooked or used to people considering where we were. But it was pretty amazing to see. So we continued to do a few calls and just take in the sights.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So it was at this point we kind of decided that that was enough of the cow, and we were going to walk over and take a look at my moose. However, the moose in the area had more different ideas than that. When we turned to look back to where mine was, we couldn't believe it. We were dumbfounded that this guy had actually walked in as well. It was a 10 or 12 point bull. He was walking directly in the same line that the one I shot, had taken out before it died. Right here, he's just walking towards us, and he's going to have to pass directly over the dead moose. So I figured for sure when he got a whiff of the blood, he was just going to turn and run. So I snapped a few pictures before he did that. However, it seems that the cow calls that we were making pretty well intrigued him a lot more than the smell of blood. I guess, I don't know, maybe he was thinking that his buddy was dead, so it was one less moose to compete with over the girls, but whatever the case, he just kept coming.
Whoa.
As it seems, he was a lot more concerned with coming to the cow calls and having a bite to eat than he was with his dead buddy he just passed by. So we continued to watch this guy for another 5 or 6 minutes, and then we just kind of started doing our little thing. We didn't really intentionally spook him, but he moseyed off, and we made the trek back to the ATV trail, which was quite a long walk actually, and we grabbed the Argo to go in and have a look at my moose.
Two boys coming.
Big trees there.
Yeah, behind that pine tree.
So when I'm walking up to this moose, I didn't realize that at the time, even though I was already pretty excited with my bow harvest. Anytime you can do that, it's quite a thrill. But this actually ended up being a part of my Newfoundland Grand Slam in a 1-month period.
Wow. Wow.
Perfect.
Perfect shot. Perfect animal. Wow.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and support your local charities whenever you can. It's greatly appreciated. And please, after you subscribe, leave a comment on the video that you watched to let me know what you think of it. It goes a long way to YouTube promoting it in their watch feeds. Thanks very much, everybody. Stay safe out there in all your outdoor adventures.